All right, everyone, welcome back and thanks for joining us today. Today we're joined by Barry Greene, Vice President of Property Development and Director at TRU Precious Metals Corporation. TRU trades on the TSXV under the symbol TRU, as well as the US and Frankfurt exchanges. TRU is exploring its flagship Golden Rose and Twilite Gold projects, both along the Cape Ray Valentine Lake Shear Zone in Newfoundland. Barry, welcome.
Thank you very much, Josh. It's great to be here.
Yeah, thanks very much. I'm really excited to speak with you today and dig into your role at TRU, because you seem to wear, a number of hats. Obviously, you're the VP of Property Development. You're, the head geologist. You have a wealth of experience. So what we want to do is start off with a bit of an overview of your background. Just give our viewers a chance to learn some more about that.
Sure, no problem. So yeah, back in 1988, I was going to Memorial University of Newfoundland, and I a guy by the name of Jeff Thurlow, a very well-known guy, mentored me. I went to the mining town of Buckens, and I started working there with a company called BP Minerals, BP Resources Canada, which is the mining division of British Petroleum. Since that, I've worked for junior mining companies throughout North America, internationally. I was on the board, and I was a VP exploration of a company, a junior mining company based on the TSX Venture Exchange for 16 years. I've worked with Rio Algom, a BHP Billiton, Tech, worked with major companies, junior companies throughout the world, looking for gold and base metal exploration. So basically it's about over 30 years now I've been working on this at various levels, from the field level all the way up to the management level. And then I worked for Amec Foster Wheeler, other companies, other big companies, big consultancies. And then I saw this opportunity with TRU, and here I am.
Yeah, that's fantastic, and I appreciate you providing an overview there. So we want to talk a little bit about the announcement a few weeks ago. TRU option property with visible gold, expanding the Golden Rose project. So why did TRU pick up this property? The announcement obviously grabbed a lot of attention, but can you give us a bit of a behind-the-scenes analysis of how TRU came to acquire this property and what the value is there?
Sure. So there was TRU had this larger property which we acquired from Altius Minerals, and then on the outskirts of the property there was a prospector approached us and said, you know what, I'm finding visible gold samples on the beach of this lake. It's called King George IV Lake. So we went out and had a look at it, myself and our exploration manager, Pierce Bradley. We panned visible gold, in several locations. The owner told us that he had panned visible gold over a full kilometer along this beach. The gold grains were large, a very angular dendritic gold, so kind of indicating a localized source. So then some follow up on that. We found a gossan, or kind of, I guess, a hard pan gossan, which is a very iron rich, iron encrusted source, very close to where we were panning the gold. So that all indicated to us a potential mineralized system nearby. So that of course spurred us on to want to go in and basically start negotiating an option agreement with the guy.
Yeah, really interesting. Yeah, very, very, very interesting. And obviously we're, really excited about the Golden Rose project, but tell us a little bit more about that. What excites you about it? What are your plans going forward with the project?
Well, the project as a whole, our plans are, this fall, we're going to be, we're working towards delineating drill targets right now. So we're going to be kicking off a 5,000 meter drilling program later within the next month or two, probably late September. We're going to, one of our key focus is going to be to do some infill drilling on the Southwood Lake Gold Zone, where there's already a 550 meter long partially delineated gold zone that's been drilled over that 550 meters. The plan will be to advance it towards a resource. At the King George IV target area, as we just, I spoke about, there'll be some exploration drilling there. We're going to be doing IP geophysics. Of course, there's airborne geophysical survey that we're flying. We just started flying an airborne geophysical survey just a couple of days ago, and that's covering this area for the first time as well. We're going to be doing regional exploration, defining additional drill targets throughout the property. So the King George IV area in particular, we continue to see exciting signs. We're finding, we've had crews down there basically very aggressively working on this area ever since we acquired the property, and we're continuing to see good signs coming out of that area. So we're building the property, towards basically a turnkey operation for development. That's our kind of our goal.
I want to talk a little bit about your team. So give us an overview of the guys, the boots on the ground, and who else is on the TRU team, and what makes them so interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got a fairly large field crew going right now. We've got a structural geologist which we recently hired from Newfoundland Gold. He's going to be helping us delineate some of the structural controls on these gold zones on our property. We've got, I guess even before that, I should say, we've got Pierce Bradley, our exploration manager, who's got like 35 years experience at all levels, from exploration up to the resource development stage. Worked in mines. And we've got another gentleman, Mike Pillar, who's actually was a mine geologist as well, and Cameron Peddle, who's our structural geologist. He was also a mine geologist. So we've got guys from all levels of experience. We've got 8 guys running lines and taking soil samples and till samples and preparing drill sites.
Right.
So we've got a large crew, and everybody is situated in our base camp right on the P.Geo highway, which is basically a paved road which runs right through the middle of our property. We're just southwest of the Valentine Lake property. So and unfortunately, they're a bit more remote, but as you follow that trend down to the southwest, it crosses this major highway. So that's where we happen to be set up.
And so what excites you most about TRU going forward? Where's the real value add for new prospective shareholders that are looking at you for the first time?
Well, this Golden Rose property is our flagship property, and that includes this King George IV area where the gold is being panned. So that property sits between two large gold deposits. To the northeast of us, there's the Valentine Lake gold deposit, which is being primed for production. I think they're going to be breaking ground in the spring of 2022. To the southwest of us, there's also another large gold deposit being formed or being drilled. So we sit in the same terrain between the two, the same shear zone. So we're very optimistic that we contain the same geology on our property, and the goal would be, as I said, to advance the property towards resource, to definition stage, and start drilling off some of these more advanced targets on the property.
Awesome. Well, listen, Barry, thanks so much for joining us today. Any last words?
The last words: keep a close eye on TRU. There's going to be some very exciting things coming out of TRU in the future.